Welcome. We'll wait a few moments before we begin. Thank you for being here. How is our sound? Hi, Polly. Oh, so lovely to be with you. Okay, great. Thanks, Kiara. Nikea. Okay, great. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Again, we'll wait just a few moments before we begin. Hmm. Wonderful. Hi, Haley. Yes, I invite you, friends, share where you're joining from in the world. Hi, Pauline. Thank you, love. Yes, where are you in the world? And for anyone who's been on retreat with me, you know that we often use this practice of a two-word check-in. So in a moment, I'm going to invite everyone to share their two words. So we'll just, again, wait. Many are joining still. Hi, Navina. Welcome. Hi, Memoria. Hi, Polly. Ooh, 18 inches of snow. Hi, Angela. Wow. It's not snowing where I am, but it feels cold to me. Well, very, very warm welcome, my friends. For anyone that I'm getting to meet today for the first time, my name is Selena. We have these live sessions on Insight Timer regularly. The time and the day can change from time to time because I travel quite often. However, you can always check the events page on my profile here on Insight Timer to see when our next live is. I don't think I have anything, or maybe I have one on the calendar after this, and then I'll keep updating. If you're not with us right now on the Insight Timer app, I invite you to join us on Insight Timer. It's a free app, and that way we can see your comments and be in this community experience together. In addition to the lives, I also lead retreats. Some of you here have been on retreat with me. It's such a joy to be together in person. The next retreat I'm offering is coming up in May in Bali, and there are still spaces to join if you wish. And then we have another retreat coming up next year, which I'll share more about. I don't have it on the app just yet, but it'll be in Costa Rica. Let's see. I also have, of course, so much content here on the app. Uh, I think almost 100 recordings on the free side of the app and quite a few recordings on the subscriber side as well. I also have two courses here on the app. One is called Yogic Practices for a Peaceful Life, and the other is called Awaken My Heart, a Guide to Living with Self-Love. So without further ado, let us begin our time together. I always title these sessions Return to Love because I feel that's so much of what we have the opportunity to do when we come together. Some of you are here for the first time today. Again, a very warm welcome. Some of you have been here with me for going on 6 years here on the live version of the app. So we have this space here that we create as community where we can come just as we are, just as you are. I welcome you just as you are, with whatever you're feeling, with whatever's happening in your mind or your body, your emotions. I welcome you. You don't have to be peaceful or spiritual or try to have everything figured out or be anything other than what you are. And of course, that's always the case. However, as many of us know, we don't often feel that way. We feel like there's something about us that needs to be different, that we need to fix or change, or maybe simply we wish we didn't feel or think the way that we do. So, this is a place for us to practice being together in community and saying, whatever is happening inside of me, I can practice accepting it today. Maybe just even a little bit. And we get to be in this space of love together. So, let's begin with the centering technique. This is an ancient yogic technique that is really helpful for feeling more centered, hence the name, and more grounded. And on an energetic level, many of you know I really love, as my beloved teacher Sai Ma blends so beautifully, I love to also bring together East and West. I have a lifelong experience of being rooted in more Eastern traditions and philosophies and practices. And yet I just soak up and eat up what we can learn from neuroscience and the intellect and the mind and the power of understanding more of our physiology and the brain and so on. So, on a more esoteric level, when we use the centering technique, it helps to bring our energy essentially into greater harmony with our whole self, as opposed to feeling like part of us is over here and part of us is over here. And whatever we might feel from all the pulls on us throughout our daily lives, it brings us into this place of harmony, of centeredness. So, a very warm welcome to those of you who have just joined us. Hi, Antonio. Hi, Rebecca. So, I invite you just to become aware of your inner world, meaning your body, your emotions, your thoughts. Just take a breath without judging it, just notice. And now we'll bring the palms to touch at the heart center. If you can't move your body, you can visualize this to still experience benefit. Relax the shoulders down. I like to kind of soften the body, so I allow a space between the teeth. I soften the muscles of my face. I soften my belly. And then I'll inhale, and I invite you to join me. Inhale, reach the right hand all the way up and the left hand down by the navel. I'm mirroring you, yes. And then we exhale really slowly. So we're moving the body slowly as well as exhaling slowly to bring the palms back to the heart where they touch. Inhale, left hand up, right hand comes down by the navel, but all the fingers point up toward the sky, maybe straighten the upper arm. Exhale really slowly, coming down to the heart. One more time. Right hand reaches up, left hand by navel, open the chest. Exhale slowly, slowly. Palms touch at the heart. And then again, with eyes closed or open, notice your inner world. Has anything shifted? Let's place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, just lovingly holding the body. We don't have to do anything here. Soften the arms, the jaw, the throat. And now I invite you to be curious and find what two words best describe your inner world right now. There's no right or wrong way to do this. What two words best describe your inner world? And then once you have them, I invite you to share them in the chat. What are your two words? Hmm. I'd love to know how to pronounce your name correctly. Is it Guju? Gugu? Guju? Shares joyful and excited. John, peaceful, energetic. Tracy, opening, surrender. Hi, Simran. Navina shares calm, light. Helly shares sadness, gratitude. Memoria, empty, defeated. Pauline, uh, di- dislig, and hopeful. I don't know if I know what that word is. Oh, it's German. What does it mean? Pia shares silly yet calm. Nikea shares tired and depleted. Polly, peaceful and calm. Rebecca, unsettled yet allowing. Pauline shares dizzy. Thanks for sharing. Antonio, worried and anxious. Simran, tired, surrendering to the truth of my soul. Thank you, friends. And I just love, we can just hold each other in this. Some of us are feeling emotions on the spectrum of more lightness, and some of us are feeling more contraction. So I just hold you in my heart. And if you wish, I invite you to hold your own heart for a moment. Extend yourself kindness. Maybe that is a deep breath, or maybe that kindness feels like gently massaging your heart, or saying a few kind words to yourself. Hi, Anika. Anika shares greetings, beautiful Selena, beautiful Sangha of courageous soul sisters and brothers, bowing in with steady faith and deep love. Thank you, love. Beautiful. Mm, mm. John shares blessings to all who are feeling down. Yeah, yeah. Oh, my loves, there's so much happening on the planet. I had an experience yesterday. Well, I've I've been familiar with the teaching that as multi as quantum beings, meaning as connected to each other and to all of life as quantum beings, we are not only experiencing our own feelings, our own pain, our own emotion, but also the collective. I remember I first learned this teaching when I was a child, and it was introduced to me as 85% of what you feel isn't yours. Maybe 15% is, 85 is the collective. And from different teachers throughout my life, I've continued to hear variations of this teaching, that so much of what we experience isn't all ours. We are all attuned to the collective to different degrees. We're all connected, maybe not always attuned. So I had this experience yesterday where I was feeling very, um, I was going to say challenged inside, but I was just feeling a lot of, I don't even remember exactly what it was right now, but it was painful. Whatever it was painful. It was uncomfortable. It was painful. And I got on the phone with my mom. And by the way, for anyone who's unfamiliar with my mom, both of my beautiful parents are teachers here on Insight Timer. And they're both so full of love and wisdom and have very different teaching styles and very different personalities, and yet so much to share. So, little segue here for just a moment. Sandy Magram, I'm dropping her name in the chat. That's my mom's name. And Jonas Magram is my father's name. They usually offer lives weekly, my mom on Thursdays and my dad on Fridays. So I was speaking with my mom, and my mom shared that my mom was feeling a lot of funkiness yesterday. And in that moment, there was this reminder of the collective and how much, even though I've been exposed to this teaching for decades, I still end up taking my experience personally. Anyone ever do that? Anyone ever feel off in your body or feel off in your emotions or feel agitated in your mind, and you just are immediately like completely invested in the story that it's all about you and something wrong in your life or wrong inside of you or wrong with the world, whatever it is. So I spoke with my mom, and then I was speaking with someone else who also, I continued to have these affirming conversations about, oh, right, there's so much intensity, and we're all feeling it. And we're feeling each other from all around the planet. We're feeling each other. And it's a lot because some of us right now in our individual lives, we're facing great challenges or pains or tragedy. So to be going through that and facing that as well as holding this collective that we're all part of, it's a lot. And for those of us who are in a season or a moment right now where life is seeming easier or freer or more full of grace, however we want to think about it, we're also still holding that collective, yes. So there's a lot happening, a lot. Yeah, I see you all sharing. So today, let's take some time to be in loving kindness. I'd like to do that with us today. And I feel like it would be a nice gift for each of us, to ourselves, to each other. So just to check in again, I'm in a different place. As you can see, I'm in a different background here. I'm traveling once again. I haven't stopped traveling actually for the last few months. How is the sound? Can you hear me well when I'm speaking more quietly? Is everything coming through clearly for you? And again, if you're not an Insight Timer, I invite you to come over to Insight Timer so we can see your comments and be together. Hmm. Thanks for sharing that, John. Yes, he's not forgetting. Ah, he's such a gift, and he's been focused on some other things, including John was sharing that my dad keeps forgetting to do his lives. And one thing my dad was very focused on at the whole end of the year, every year for 30 years now, he has offered a holiday benefit concert where he and other musicians and performers perform for free to raise money for children and families who are in need. And they raised just a fantastic amount of money to serve so many families. So that's what he was focused on a lot of the time last year. Uh, Thank you, Anika. Anika shares this Sanskrit prayer. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. Beautiful. Okay, so let's find a comfortable seated position. Of course, if being seated right now doesn't work for your body, perfectly okay. You can be in whatever position you need to take care of yourself. Let's bring the fingertips to the shoulders for a moment. Roll one elbow all the way up, back, and down a couple of times. So we're opening the shoulder, opening the chest, and then do the same with the other. So lift it up, back, and around a couple of times. Ah, and then we'll relax the hands down. Maybe the hands are on the thighs with the palms facing upward. So we're taking this more open, receptive posture. Let's take a deep, full breath in together. And as you exhale, allow the eyes to close. If that's uncomfortable, you can always have your gaze relaxed, looking downward. Let's take another deep breath in. Hold for just a moment. Exhale all of the air out. Inhale. Hold the breath, relax the shoulders. Exhale. One more breath like this. Inhale. Hold. Exhale, let it all go. Allow your body to find a natural rhythm with the breath. The crown of the head lengthens the spine up toward the sky. And at the same time, the tailbone relaxes down. Allow a space between the teeth so the jaw can soften, the lips can soften. Maybe you wish to gently touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth, just behind the upper teeth. Maybe the breath becomes a little slower and deeper. Bring your awareness to the sensations of the breath, allowing the thoughts, emotions, and sensations to just be there as you gently turn your attention to the breath. Feel your inner world slowing down, the weight of the body sinking into the support beneath you. Allow any external sensations or distractions to fade a little more into the background as your attention is on the breath and this welcoming of slowing down inside. There's nothing to force here, no need to effort. Can you allow what is happening? Bring your awareness to the center of the chest, the heart center, the Anahata chakra. Start to imagine that there's a beautiful light in the heart. You may see it as this exquisite emerald green light gently pulsating. Maybe you see colors of pink or gold. Imagine, feel that this area of the heart is like a sun emanating these rays of warmth and light. This warmth and light from the heart fills your whole chest and torso. It pours down your arms and into your hands. The light moves up through your neck and head into your pelvis, down your legs into your feet until your whole body And the space all around your body is gently enveloped in this warmth and light of your exquisite heart. With each gentle breath, this light naturally expands, becoming brighter and fuller. I invite you to bring someone to mind who you love and care for. It could be a family member, a friend, mm, a furry family member, or a slithering family member. Bring someone to mind who you love and care for, and then imagine them across from you. See their face. Maybe there's a gentle smile on their face. And now, from your heart, imagine that you are speaking these words to them. I wish you peace. I wish you joy. I wish you freedom from suffering. Again, I wish you peace. I wish you joy. I wish you freedom from suffering. Imagine these words, these blessings or gifts that you're offering this person, uplifting them, showering them with this love. As you look into their eyes and they look into yours, now imagine that this person who you love and care for is speaking these words to you. I wish you peace. I wish you joy. I wish you freedom from suffering. I wish you peace. I wish you joy. I wish you freedom from suffering. Feel or imagine yourself being showered in this goodness and this love. Take a deep breath. Maybe in your mind's eye, bow in gratitude to this person. And now I invite you to bring to mind someone who maybe there's some slight agitation with. Maybe you feel mildly bothered by this person, or sometimes like there's just some friction with this person. Imagine them across from you now. See their face. And maybe you're also aware of what they might be going through. Maybe they have unspoken challenges or pains. Maybe there are things that they carry that no one really knows about. Imagine looking at them and in your mind, speak these words to them. I wish you peace. I wish you joy. I wish you freedom from suffering. I wish you peace. I wish you joy. I wish you freedom from suffering. See them being showered with this peace, this love. And now imagine that they are speaking these words to you as you look into their eyes. I wish you peace. I wish you joy. I wish you freedom from suffering. I wish you peace. I wish you joy. I wish you freedom from suffering. Feel this washing over your being. Let's take a deep breath. And I invite you to bring someone to mind who you feel challenged by. It may be someone who you feel a little challenged with, or maybe it's someone who you really dislike. You choose the depth of the work you'd like to do right now. And I invite you to choose someone who you feel like you can do this work with. If there's too much agitation or judgment or anger or whatever might be there, if it feels too much to do this, then there's no need to try. You can choose a relationship or a person who you know personally or otherwise where it feels more manageable. So bring someone to mind with whom there is some challenge with, or even great dislike, if you're choosing this. And imagine this person across from you. And just for a moment, let's consider that this person has pains, wounds that others may not know of. This person carries burdens and fears that others may not know of. That although this person may seem very, very different from us, that they still have human qualities and experiences just like we do. So as you look into their eyes, silently repeat these words in your mind, speaking to this person. I wish you peace. I wish you joy. I wish you freedom from suffering. I wish you peace. I wish you joy. I wish you freedom from suffering. See them being bathed in this light, this love and compassion. Remembering that love heals and love has the ability to transform. And now imagine as they look into your eyes and you into theirs that they are saying these words to you. I wish you peace. I wish you joy. I wish you freedom from suffering. I wish you peace. I wish you joy. I wish you freedom from suffering. And now to complete, let us take a deep breath in and out. And I invite you to imagine yourself across from you. See you as you are. And now from your heart, speak these words to yourself. I wish you peace. I wish you joy. I wish you freedom from suffering. I wish you peace. I wish you joy. I wish you freedom from suffering. See yourself being bathed, being showered in this love from you, this care and compassion. And as you look into your own eyes, receive these same words from this version of you across the way. I wish you peace. I wish you joy. I wish you freedom from suffering. I wish you peace. I wish you joy. I wish you freedom from suffering. Welcome, welcome this peace, this love with your breath into your pores, into your heart, into your brain. Welcome it all. Welcome the healing power of love and compassion. And maybe for just a breath or two, extend it to the whole planet, imagining the entire planet enveloped in this light, this love that transforms darkness to light, pain to joy, this love that allows us to remember that we are not alone and that we are all deeply connected. In your mind's eye, gently bow to each one who you spoke to today and who spoke to you. Take a slow, deep breath in and out. Feel your body supported by whatever is beneath you or behind you. The weight of your body held. Take another deep breath in and out as you slowly begin to move the fingers and the toes. And gently move the body in any way that feels nurturing. You may wish to roll the neck, open and close the mouth, releasing the jaw. Be gently move a little side to side. And when you feel ready to, slowly open the eyes and notice your inner world now. And just as we did so at the beginning, I invite you to share in the chat your two words, the two words that best capture how you are in this moment. And if you wish to share a little more about what this experience is like for you, the meditation, maybe something that transformed for you, I'd be happy to hear anything you wish to share. I invite each of us to at least share our two words, though, just being together. Anika shares so deeply peacefully grounding. Peace shares so calming and soothing. Peace shares pensive, fatigued. John, aware, thoughtful. Navina, grounded and energized. Pauline, comfortable and relaxed. Rebecca, calm and grateful. Mm. Thank you, friends. I know some of you are probably typing, so take your time to type. Tracy shares blessed, love. Barbara, connected and peaceful. Mm. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for meditating together. Wani shares peaceful. Lori, full of love. Angela, calmed. Beautiful. Mm. P shares in awe. Mm. Ah. Mm. Anika shares abundant gratitude for your presence and precious tender ways, and to all here gathered as one. Thank you, Anika. Bridget shares soothing, comforting, and a much needed peaceful escape. Beautiful. Yeah, and I wonder how we could, if there's, for me, like, not that there needs to be a reframe, but for me, I think of rather than escaping, is it is it the gift of turning inward that offers some relief, some reprieve from whatever it is I'm navigating, whether it's the intensity of the world outside, inside, the gift, the gift of turning inward, the gift of nurturing stillness, the gift of nurturing love and compassion. And of course, how the more we turn inward and the more that we take time for these practices. Last time we spoke about the value of sadhana, daily spiritual practice. The more it gives us this foundation to navigate everything happening in the world and in our lives, in our inner world, outer world. Yes. Angela shares, I was reminded of the calm within. Yes. And Bridget shares, yes, that is true. Maybe not an escape, but more like a safe space to be for a little while. Yeah, beautiful. Love that. Yeah. Ellie shares forgiving kindness, inner peace. Beautiful. Mm. Thank you, everyone. Practicing together is so powerful, even though we're all around the planet as we meditate together. We are in this grid of energy. We are in this collective space together. I mean, we can feel it. So, thank you. Thank you for being the light you are. Remember, even when you feel dark, you are still light. It's who you are, it's your nature. Naturally, in this human experience, we feel contraction, we feel darkness, we feel heaviness and pain. It's all natural. It doesn't ever take away from the light you are. It may cover the light you are, but it can never tarnish the light you are. You are like a sun. You are the sun. Better than the sun. That's who you are, not your experience, who you are. The light. You are the light, my beloveds. We are the light. Angela shares, I really value this collective space. Me too. Anika shares, power in unity. Rebecca shares, yes, that was a peaceful break from just dealing with a challenging friend right before your live. This was so needed. Perfect timing for sure. Thank you so much, Selena, and all here with me today. Yes, love. So glad you came to this space. Peace shares, we are the light. Jane shares, thank you, dearest one. Thank you, my love. And Bridget shares, thank you, Selena. I used to attend your satsangs for the soul regularly. It's been a while and I really miss the energy from your live events. Oh, wonderful, love. Great to be together again. Oh, Chico, centered and grateful. Beautiful, my love. Oh, I love you. My heart just like started just like pouring. I'm so glad to see you here, darling. So, so glad. So glad. I love you. Pauline shares, I'm so glad I joined. It always feels like coming home to me. Beautiful. Yeah. Anika shares, sending tight, warm, Reiki infused loving hugs and my deepest metta to all sentient beings, even more to those who need extra. Namaste, Swabuna. Sa Sawubona. I don't know the second one, my love. What language is that? What tradition? What does it mean? Bridget shares peace, or no, peace. Peace shares Bridget. I so agree. My brain got a little flipped on that one. Ah, beautiful. I love all your love. Oh, beautiful means I see you. Beautiful. Wonderful. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. Hmm. Question before we come to a completion. Namaste, John. I'm curious if today, now, or maybe another time that you've been in this space together, if you feel the love. Can you feel the love that we cultivate here together? Maybe it feels like a letting go in your body, or a softening, or a warmth. Maybe it feels like a moment of safety or peace. There's so much love here in our togetherness. Oh, Brad shares, we'll only catch the end, still feeling the love. Yeah, Brad. And earlier, Anika shared, and after all these tears, when you say, I love you, you melt me like a child hugging her mama, heart and soul aligned. After all these years, tears and years together, right? So many tears and years together. Yeah. Hi, Brandon. Brandon shares feels comfortable here. Wonderful. Hmm. Oh, great. And please, is it Guju? Please tell me how to pronounce your name. Shares, it is my first time here, and it feels like returning to grandma's house. Oh, so much love and acceptance. That's beautiful. Tracy shares, yes, beyond words. So much love, oneness. Yeah. John shares, oh, yeah, I feel so much love and joy. Mm. Ah, Rebecca shares, totally. This is a safe space like coming home. Oh, Gugu. Okay, thank you. Yeah, welcome. Great, everyone. Well, thank you. Thank you for being what makes this space so beautiful, our togetherness. A couple of reminders as we come to a close. One, Insight Timer and I both have a lot of loving reminders on Instagram. So if you're ever looking for some uplifting content in your algorithm, I invite you to join us there. And again, you can find out more about anything you wish under my profile page. There's about more, something like that link where you can find out everything going on in my world that's out there. There's also the events page here on my profile and Insight Timer, as well as the retreats tab, where I have only one retreat right now listed. What else? What else? What else? Oh, yeah. So Insight Timer has been wishing for us to release more of the 8-hour content. So I did create a couple of loops of my well liked affirmation sleep meditations that are over 8 hours long. One is affirmations for abundance, so the other one is affirmations just to feel more connected to God, to Source. Mm, great. Okay, great. Yay. I love it. All right, sweet, beautiful friends. Thank you. Thank you as always. Yeah, Angela. Thanks, Anika. So I love you. I love you. And I think that's really all there is to say. I love you. Thank you for being in my life. And we'll see each other soon in a couple of weeks. Keep your eyes on my events page on my profile. You can turn on notifications. I might add one earlier than the next one. Let's see. We'll see what's possible. Thank you for your love. I'm so grateful. Enjoy, enjoy. See you soon. Hi, friends. Thanks for being here. As a reminder, we can't see your comments here on YouTube. So please come join us over on the Insight Timer app. It's a free app. You can join the sessions for free. Would love to be with you in community there.